Alrighty guys, I'm back and I've got the fancy earphones in so that you can hear me. Today I want to talk to you about basically about pushing your limits. So what we're trying to achieve when we go to the gym, and you know, why are we making funny faces and go, why are we challenging ourselves that much? Why are we pushing ourselves to our limits? What's happening in our body? So essentially what we're trying to do is to stress the body, and we're hoping that the body has a beneficial adaptation to that stress. So think about lifting a weight. You're picking up a big heavy piece of metal and you're doing it numerous times to put a stress on the muscle. The body has an amazing ability to adapt to stressors. So you're stimulating the muscle, you're telling the body that what we're trying to do, this muscle is not quite good enough as it is at the moment. It needs to grow stronger, it needs to become more efficient, it needs to grow more capillaries or whatever it is. So that is what we're trying to do. If you're an endurance runner and you are constantly trying to push the speed or how far you go, you're stimulating your body to that point of like breakdown where the body goes, right, we're still not equipped to do what we're trying to do. Now everyone has a genetic kind of limit to this, but so many people live their lives and they don't ever quite meet that limit. So this is really, I guess, about trying to recognize your full genetic potential and avoiding, if you go too far and you stress the body too much, things will break, things will snap, you'll get sick or you'll injure yourself. So one thing that happens quite commonly, I think, when people overtrain is cramping. And cramping can be a sign of, it can be nervous system issues. So if you've got a irritated nerve, or might be something going on with your spine or whatever, that can cause a muscle to become hypertonic, to become tighter and to cramp. It could be something that you're lacking in your diet. You might be low on magnesium, so taking magnesium supplement can be really good. And the other thing that just helps to bring back that normal tone, so if a muscle's like this all the time, it's not flushing out all the lactic acid and that, and it upsets the balance of all the metabolites, the salts and things like that in your body, in your muscles. So one of the things that can help that is massage. What I try to do is, I find the best way to massage, if you've got a muscle that is not quite at the tone you want. So resting tone is where a muscle, it's never flaccid, but it shouldn't be like this. So you, in a way, like trigger point releases and that active release type of stripping of a muscle as you're moving it can kind of help to reteach the brain that, hey, this is not normal. We need to get back to a bit more of a relaxed state when we're just chilling out. So that when we do go to lift a heavy weight, it can do this, but when we're relaxed, blood's moving through, we're flushing out all the lactic acid, all the crap. So one of the best ways to do that, I use the DP Pro, the muscle massage lotion, which is right here. And I'll show you an example of how you can do that with your tricep. So squeeze a little bit on here. So it's working into the tricep. Now what we want to do is you want to contract the tricep. So tricep is in contraction when it's extended. It's an elbow extensor. So that's in its shortened state. Then we're going to hold the muscle and then lengthen the muscle. So you're finding like you feel through here, you'll find like little trigger points. And you clamp down on that, and then you as you pull and flex your arm, that muscle will drag under the fingers. Now there's some devices you can get out there that you clamp on. You could get your partner to kneel on your arm or whatever muscle it is. Basically you're trying to get that muscle into a shortened state. You lock on around where that trigger point is, or that knot, and then you drag the muscle by lengthening the muscle through like that. And there should be some wincing, some grimacing. You want to get to that point where you're at maybe like a 7 to 8 out of 10 pain. If you start going to a 9 or a 10 out of 10, your body can tense up even more. So, especially if someone else is doing it to you. So you just want to take it to about maximum 8 out of 10 pain. And that's a really good way to work through any part of your body that you're feeling is just a little tight, not quite contracting the way you want, might have a bit of DOMs in there, and it'll help you get more performance out of that muscle. You find after you do that and you work through certain muscles, you work through those trigger points, that muscle will fire even better. So if you're into powerlifting or you need to get the absolute, peak performance out of that muscle, whether it's speed, power, endurance, then work through those trigger points, and you can do it yourself with the DP Pro Muscle Massage Lotion. All right, guys, enjoy your training.